There is...
Craig's here.
Craig's here. Ew. Yeah.
Did I type it wrong the first time? What the hell?
There is actual recording audio out there of Zane calling me mommy and daddy.
Yes.
And
it was the Godzilla Godzilla creepypasta.
Oh, it was the Godzilla creepypasta. It was like two different.
I have that one literally titled Daddy.
Fuck.
Anyway.
What's up, kitties?
Why is it every time someone does an impression of me, it's just fucking Markiplier?
I wasn't doing an impression of you. I was trying to do what's fucking the if you ever watched, was it Super Jail? The female cop prison guard lady?
Huh.
She's like, hey God, like it was like
it sounded like whenever Zane does an impression of me.
Oh yeah.
Because apparently my voice is just deep enough that that's what he does.
Go deeper, daddy.
Apparently. Speaking of,
this is why I said,
welcome to What Are We Reading?
I'm gonna be saying bad shit.
That's what we need. We need you to say bad shit in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Llytic, joined here with Ichigo Koneko, or Ichi-Tan for short. Yep. And we have a guest here.
A background guest. Cinnabird.
She's anyone who's for some godforsaken reason listened to our Monster of the Week series probably recognizes her as Jess.
The verb.
Yeah.
Just
She's recently started nicknaming herself after her pet bird.
Who wouldn't nickname like that? Have you seen the burb? The burb is the cutest fucking thing in the world. Who wouldn't?
I've seen photos of the burb. Her burb is her profile pic.
Yeah, is it cute?
No, there's another photo where one of my friends got a little baby laptop and Cinnamon's playing with the baby laptop.
Yeah, they got him a little laptop, and the screen of the laptop's like a little mirror.
I'm gonna assault you with these photos then.
Oh yeah,
I haven't seen these pictures. Why did you not send me these pictures?
I'm sending them now. Calm down.
Drama baby.
Big drama baby.
You DM me for such random stuff, but you don't show me pictures of Burb?
Burb.
Get over it. I saw him before you.
Anyway.
Okay,
you uploaded these into the DMs, alright. That's right, because you don't... Aww.
Assaulted.
Aww. Anyway.
Damn it, didn't work.
It's a MacBook laptop for a bird.
Certain listeners out there, because that series gets a lot of traffic for whatever reason, might remember the Back to the Frollo series.
Because there's a lot of fucking Frollo fuckers out there.
Okay, I will say musical Frollo's better than Disney movie Frollo. Better written. Basically, they make him less like over-the-top evil, which actually makes him a better villain overall.
Oh,
because he feels like an actual person.
Musical.
Yeah, the musical.
I can get that.
It's a better written.
Disney
musical.
makes him smile so creepily and evilly. It's like
Disney makes him super like weirdo, like pervert.
Well, yeah, Disney Frollo is just kind of like so over the top that he kind of stops feeling like a real person at times.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, his introduction is him stepping on the throat of a Romani, I think a Romani woman.
Yeah, something like that.
Not gonna say the other word because that is a slur. But yeah, turns out that Crazed Writer, aka Frollo Freak, has written some other stories, not based around Hunchback of Notre Dame.
No, they're far fucking worse.
Some of these are about Disney's Dinosaur.
And if you have never seen that movie, you need to fucking get your ass on Disney Plus and watch it, because that thing...
I have a VHS copy.
I have a VHS copy too, but they also have it on Disney Plus, which is how we showed it to my roommate's 4-year-old. So and he absolutely fucking loves that movie. Because it is
the main thing I always remember from that is they made the Carnotaurus too large.
Yeah, they did.
Anyway.
But at least they had the Velociraptors correctly sized. From what I could tell.
Yes. There's not exactly, like, any proper analogs for size to go off of in that movie. Anyway,
yeah, but
weird Disney... You were saying?
I was gonna say straight up, was it fucking the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World series? Like, they do say that, like, the velociraptors in those movies are not correct scaling because they have them, like, over, like, 6 feet tall. In reality, they were over 3 feet tall and 6 feet long.
More about 2. They were about the size of a turkey.
Yeah, I said about 2 or 3 feet.
Yeah. Well, part of that is that even in the book, because the whole thing is that the time the book was written, there was debate as to whether or not, I believe, Deinonychus was actually just another species of velociraptor. So that's the whole thing. What?
Deinonychus.
Deinonychus, potato. It's Latin. It's like getting upset that I used to pronounce Ceratosaurus Ceratus. What was it? Ceratosaurus Ceratosaurus. It's a dead language.
Your dead language.
The only people that speak it are scientists and Catholics. Am I wrong?
Fuckers.
What? Okay.
You know the people who watched Supernatural and decided they wanted to fuck a demon?
I mean,
Crowley was pretty fucking hot.
Well, let's not forget. Oh fuck! Now I just remembered the fucking demon who had a thing with Cass, and then just got fucking killed unceremoniously. I'm still fucking salty about that. There is just a thing with that series. People have pointed it out before, of just like women and like people of color getting fucking shafted by the writers.
Yeah. I'm still mad at how they did us dirty with Charlie. Charlie didn't deserve that.
Well, Charlie was a fucking dick. But oh wait, no. I'm thinking the Dean. I'm thinking the Winchester Patriarch. I'm thinking John.
Yeah, fuck. John.
John was a fucking. John didn't deserve a. John did not deserve a redemption arc.
No.
But yeah, Charlie got fucking shafted. Literally, like almost every woman or person of color in the show got shafted. Like the only one that comes to mind that didn't, and I haven't seen the latest season, so this may have changed, was... Fuck, I forgot her name. She played the mom in Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Oh, yeah.
The Wisconsin cop, and there was, like, someone else. And I just remember thinking, like, if she fucking dies, I'm rioting.
But, we did get that gem of an episode. The fucking fanfiction musical episode.
That was nice.
That was
Scooby-Doo.
Oh, the Scooby-Doo one. That one was good.
I haven't seen the Scooby-Doo one yet.
It's...
I haven't been keeping up with the show.
Kept up with the show.
Even if you haven't kept up with the show, you can still at least just watch the Scooby-Doo episodes. It's well fucking worth it.
Fucking give me access to your Netflix
then. Actually,
anyway,
I talked to my roommate about that.
About that specifically.
Well, yeah, because you were talking about how you couldn't watch Blood of Zeus because you didn't have Netflix and you wanted to watch it. And he said that, like, I can give you the login info for the Netflix, and then me and you can just share a profile.
Alright. Anyway.
No,
we should probably
creepy shit on her.
Oh, we watch a lot of the same shit.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, so what we're reading, as you could probably tell from the title, by Crazed Writer / Frollo Freak, is The Last of Her Kind, which is about the Brachiosaurus from Dinosaur. But from the perspective of a different character, this being an OC, who, and I quote, is gifted with foresight. So I don't know if she's using the wrong words to say that this is a fucking psychic dinosaur.
Well, sorry, if you're talking about in the terms of, like, think about fucking, was it My Hero? Sir Night-Eye's quirk is foresight. So, technically she used it correctly. But foresight's for the future, and if she's looking...
foresight's for the future. If she's recounting the past, that's why I'm confused. Chapter 1...
Hindsight. No, is that hindsight?
Hindsight would be past. Hindsight is 2020.
You're 2020.
That's a bad one.
Don't blame 2020 on me.
No, you are.
No. 2020.
I might be
2020 got worse after you made me read that fucking bullshit Harry Potter fucking story.
It got worse when we got that fucking elevator picture of Onision. That picture cursed 2020.
I hate
Anyway. Yeah.
The
action takes place 5 years after Aladar led the herd to the nesting grounds. A middle-aged female Parasaurolophus awakes to what she thinks is another pleasant, peaceful morning. But something is amiss. Read on. You've never had to deal with this writer before. She fucking, like, at the end of every one of her, like, fucking either, like, epilogues or prologues, puts read on.
Okay.
I can feel you fucking judging me in the background, Jess.
No, I'm just laughing at what's on her phone.
To get the image of the thing that you put in my head, I was looking at the octopus. I was replacing it with something more pleasant.
You were looking at octopus titties.
I was looking at octopus titties.
Octotits.
That's a lot.
Anyway. That's too many. That many on one person is too many.
That's one thing that always gets me when people try to do, like,
how many titties?
Are we gonna get fucking, like, derailed because you start bringing in, like, fucking multi-breast fetish?
No, she was
I am not dealing with that.
She was the one who said you could fucking run a fucking titty fuck train on somebody with that many tits.
Oh my god! I can't tell if we're corrupting you or is this just stuff that's been hidden and we've never... Because it's the alcohol? Is that what you're saying? It's the alcohol?
She's trying to blame it on the alcohol, but she was like this before.
She's blaming it on the alcohol.
Yeah, so I said she's trying to blame it on the alcohol, but she was like this before she started drinking. And she's only on her first one, and she hasn't even, like...
Granted, like, most of my interactions with you involve D&D, so you don't tend to get, like, this fucking wild.
Yeah. Because there's,
I'm sorry I'm destroying your sweet, perfect image of me.
Who said I had a fucking sweet, perfect image of you? I'm just happy that you're the only person who fucking responds whenever I'm like, hey, this is going on with the campaign. You're just the only person who gives me any fucking input with that shit.
Yeah.
As well as usually the only person on time. Anyway.
Yeah.
It was one of the little one's incessant nudging and prattle that roused her from a peaceful slumber. Keep thinking that's a fucking writing crop whenever I first see it. And I don't know why.
It's my tiny sword.
Has the fucking, like, has the last week just left me that frustrated?
I mean, do I need to make another trip down there?
Oh yeah, making another trip. What, hiking again? No, I'm beating it with a writing crop. Why?
No,
she's in a bad place.
I told my roommate that I was going down there. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going down there. Like, he's in a bad place. He was like, oh, you're gonna hiking again? No. Apparently I need to go beat him with a writing crop. He would give me a whole bag of shit to, like, fucking be like, here you go.
I'm gonna say it right now. If a paddle fucking breaks on me, I'm out.
No. I am not that strong.
We had that.
Oh, this
Well,
one.
oh, you're going hiking, so you gotta. No, we're not fucking we're not fucking in a state park.
This
What was that?
Nothing.
She's being perverted with the chips now.
What are you doing to the poor chips?
Oh, you're making it a whole lot worse than it actually is.
You're like, this one sucked, and this one's fine.
Someone's taking it the wrong way. I hate myself.
Should we have had her for the opening of Ted the Caver when we wouldn't stop making, like, fucking vagina jokes?
Oh my god, there were so many vagina euphemisms in that.
It was a tight squeeze in this virgin passage.
This new virgin passage that no one's ever explored before. Want to get to the treasures of this virgin passage.
Stuffed myself in there. So we started drilling the passage.
Started drilling and hammering the passage.
Right. Gradually, she...
Whoop. The spot. Oh, fuck.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
No.
Teamwork makes the cream work.
No, I just said G marks the spot. Instead.
Oh. Fuck. Alright. Gradually she opened her eyes, only to squint from the glare of the morning sun just peeking over the horizon. Ooh. Ow! The pains of advancing age.
Mood.
Okay, so I know that at very least with Tyrannosaurs, they only live to be a maximum of about 30. I'd imagine it'd probably be similar with Parasaurolophores. Parasaurolophores? Fuck. Parasaurolophus.
There you go. I don't know. I just make jokes and make everyone laugh.
You know. Or set things on fire. It's one of the two.
I know my job well.
Burn, baby, burn. Just going fun.
Like, so, my immediate thought is that, like, most dinosaurs, from what we've found, don't live very long. So, what exactly is middle-aged for a dinosaur?
Like, I don't know.
Like, fucking 20? 15? Gazoon type. That's the wrong one. That was a cough.
I'm uncomfortable now.
You want to check? That'll make you feel better.
Daijobu?
You're having alcohol.
Okay.
Let's see. The body simply will not behave.
If you think I'm bad, just wait if you put me and Vic together. It's really bad.
Well, hi, welcome to the session where we get completely derailed by the pervert in the background.
Pervert? Royal lady pervert to you.
Royal lady pervert to you. Yeah, get your title right.
I'm sorry, Mademoiselle Pervert.
Peon, get your shit right.
No, I don't want to get peed on. That's not my thing.
He heard it wrong.
He heard it so wrong.
That's not what she said.
It's not what I said. I said that
I know, you called me a peon. You called me a peon, I know.
You are a fucking peon.
You're a peon.
No, talk. If you want me to shut up, I can easily shut up.
Should have sit back there and eat your chips.
Anyway.
Bite my tongue on that.
Anyway. Alright, sorry.
I'm not as agile and I'm not as agile as in youth. Oof. Then again, one should expect this. Oh my. Ema and Baleen are twice my age. Yet they're still able to complete the journey to this place. Long ago. If it wasn't for Baleen, then none of us would be here today.
So for a second, I thought it read Emma, and I'm like, why are you pronouncing Emma like that, you fucking weirdo?
I'm sorry, have you met me?
Oh god. Let's see. She stretched her limbs and yawned wide. taking notice that her mate had been up many hours before. Hadron was always an early riser, always alert and ready for action at the crack of dawn. Sarama, on the other hand, preferred to sleep in many mornings.
I have fucking issues with these names.
What is
Hadron for a hadrosaur?
Okay. What is it, Ola? She asked in a groggy voice, still heavy from sleep. The child had recently discovered how to use the head crest. Sarama smiled at the juvenile's attempts to produce the perfect foghorn bellows so characteristic of their kind. These youngsters, trying so hard to imitate their parents, amused Sarama. The more little Ola tried to force the air up into her sinuses, the tinnier the sound became. The child Paracelophus squinted her eyes, her face screwed in determination as she attempted once again. Upon the final attempt, the best she could muster was a squeaky groan. She looked at her mother in exasperation and said, "I can't do it, Mama. When will I sound like you?" Sarama nudged the little one towards the lake and gently told her, "Ola, you must be patient."
Okay, I swear that there's like a fucking hadrosaur called like Orla Titan or some of these names.
See, I can
Like I swear Sarama is supposed to be a play on Saurus.
Hello.
Hadron is obviously a reference to the word hadrosaur.
You're obviously a reference to the word hadrosaur.
Do I look like a giant duck-billed dinosaur with hundreds upon hundreds of teeth?
Yes.
Well, okay. Well, now I'm just gonna go curl up
You
in the corner
look
and
like
cry.
something that Harriet Porter would be into.
I look like Dinosaur Snape.
Yes.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, no, fucking Snape's a fucking dinosaur. A sexy dinosaur that apparently she gonna fuck.
Fuck yeah. We need to fucking read that book at some point. We need to do a fucking like back alley book club on that.
Yeah.
Honestly, any Chuck Tingle stuff could be fun to do a back alley book club on. Like hell, we could do a back alley book.
It could be even funner if we could get Tom in on it.
Oh yeah, bring Tom into a back alley book club on Pounded in the Butt by My Own Butt.
Yeah.
Or In Love with My Living Billionaire Gay Jet Plane.
Or getting fucked by the concept of time.
Or Getting Pounded in the Butt by My Book, Getting Pounded in the Butt by My Own Butt. Chuck fucking took it to a metatextual level and then kept going.
Damn.
So then there's also a version like Getting Pounded in the Butt by My Book, Getting Pounded in the Butt by My Book, Getting Pounded in the Butt by My Own Butt. You fucking mad props to Chuck Tingle. She stopped at the water's edge and... Whoop. Okay. At the water's edge and welcomed Hadron's gentle nuzzle. She returned the tender caress, paying no particular attention to the child's non-stop chatter. Rude. And rude to this child? Hadron ignored little Ola's prattle as well, choosing to focus fully on his mate of more than 30 years. I'm sorry, but excuse me?
Right. I don't think this lady
There's no way
understands how dinosaurs aging work.
There's no way these dinosaurs would still be fertile at, like, minimum 30 years old. Maybe 35.
They did Wikipedia Google search.
They they did a surrogacy.
They adopted.
They're adopted.
Well, actually, Parasaurolophus lifespan.
What is the?
It would help if I spelled... No, I don't want to know how long ago they lived. I want to know how long they lived. God damn it. 75 million years ago. I don't think that's the right answer.
I tried giving like how long ago they lived, because Google's stupid sometimes. There's a reason why we're older than you, Google.
What is it? Didn't Google like just recently turn 18?
Google was
Like a couple years ago, right? Because like all those people that had like fucking Google Chan, like artwork, like started making jokes of, yeah, she just turned 18.
I'm older than Google.
They had been through many trials and tragedies during those years. Together, they produced a strong lineage that continued to flourish despite the catastrophe that nearly destroyed their family several years ago.
Google was founded in September of 98.
Okay. So, that'll make Google 22.
I'm younger than Google.
Yeah.
I was older. Old fart.
Older.
Yeah, you're here with these two old asses.
No,
Right.
I'm fine. I'm just calling Carl.
Oh shit, she said we're fine. What's up? Oh god, my shoulder.
I mean, I already knew we were fine.
Someone accept.
What?
I didn't hear nothing. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna just
Did she say a thing again?
She did. And it was she basically said that we're fine.
Am I getting roasted again?
Finer than you, and you're okay to look at. That was just paraphrasing. I don't know if I got the full like steam.
Fucking roasting me in the background.
You deserve it.
Non-stop. Hey!
You deserve it. You're making me read a weird fucking dinosaur fan fiction. You deserve it.
Hey, I said
Does this make me the pervert?
Shut up. I can behave. If you really want me to shut up.
Let's see. Where the oh. That's right. It was a weird thing of talking about the lineage they'd produced.
Yeah.
That's not awkward. How much they've weathered. And thought Hadron, if it wasn't for Aladar, the young outsider who challenged the more powerful Kron, then none would have survived. It's a good thing that fanfictions expect you to understand what's being talked about. But also, who decided to write a fanfiction about dinosaur? Or dinosaurs?
I know.
Like, is that really a Disney property that anyone ever remembers aside from, hey, you remember that, like, weird dinosaur thing that Disney put out?
I thought it was just a weird fever dream.
Yeah. Like,
so.
Fuck, I could understand, like, fanfiction of Dinotopia more. Yeah, that's a fucking deep cut.
That is a deep cut.
Do you know that one?
Yeah. I remember reading the books as a kid and watching the little, like, movie...
The miniseries?
Movie miniseries they did, yeah.
Yeah, because one of the libraries up in Wisconsin, anytime I'd go up there, actually, apparently had a copy of it that I checked out once.
Yeah.
The thing I recently, like, brought up... It fucking barreled its way back into my brain because I suddenly remembered the quote, "A single drop raises the ocean."
Yes.
Just imagine what two will do.
Right. Let's see. He stepped aside and watched as Sarama bit forth to drink. True.
I like the way you drink, girl.
True, she had mellowed during these years following the fireball and the resultant disasters it triggered. The entire ordeal tested Sarama's patience and endurance. She nearly went.
Oh, yeah.
However, as Hadron related to her so many times, it was the presence of Baleen, the brachiosaur, and that of the idealistic iguanodon, Aladar, which kept Sarama focused, poor girl, enduring Kron's merciless and mind-numbing trek across the devastated wasteland and confrontation with a ravenous carnotaur that almost sent Sarama over the edge. Her psychological state had already been damaged long before that nightmarish ordeal. Hadron thought she would crack under the constant strain. But no, Sarama instantly showed her true colors the moment Aladir challenged the Carnotaur. That made no sense to me.
There was a lot that... I mean, basically it's saying that, like, the plot of the movie was a heavy strain on this character's mental fortitude.
Well, then she can go jump off a fucking cliff.
The thing that caught me off guard, though, was stating that it was testing that... Oh yeah, it had tested her patience. You know, the thing that immediately, like, happens to me when a near-apocalypse scenario happens is that I just kind of lose my patience a bit.
I lose my patience with you a bit. It's okay.
You know, you love me.
It's debatable.
Fine. With you.
What'd you say?
What?
What?
But yeah, I think the true colors thing is supposed to mean that screaming match that happened with the Carnotaur.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that scene?
Yeah, where they just basically bellowed at each other.
Yeah, I'm guessing that she was one of the nameless extras that, like, started roaring during that scene.
Yeah, because they were just like, roar, 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 and then everybody's like, roar.
Yeah. And those visions, oh no, those apparitions of a future world return, what?
Oof.
Is this gonna be like that scene from, shit, what was it, the fucking webcomic with the dinosaurs? Darby?
Darby. I like that.
Where the baby dinosaur gets high out of his mind and sees, like, all him and his siblings all reincarnated as, like, fucking high school students?
I have not read that part yet, but holy shit.
And they're all, like, fucking druggies? And, like, fucking goth kids and shit?
I mean, fair enough,
This is the same webcomic that has a scene in which, like, this one jerk-ass Tyrannosaurus gets his fucking dick ripped out.
Well, he deserved it.
He did.
Let's see. If I am to die, Hadron, then it'll be standing with dignity rather than cowering in a corner begging for my life, is what she told her lifelong mate just before joining the Great Shoutdown.
Oh my god.
Yep, you heard that right. The Great Shutdown. What you gonna do about it? Nothing.
No, that fucking quote. That's... That...
Oh, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. He's like, oh, there's not going to be any, like, porn or sexual undertones. You see this paragraph you have to read?
You thought someone was going to fuck the Brachiosaurus.
We said anything sexual.
We said there was going to be something sexual. I didn't say somebody was going to fuck the Brachiosaurus. I just said there's going to be sexual undertones just by the name and the author.
After that, Hadron loved her even more. He loved Sarama, body, mind, and soul. A mere adolescent when he met her... Wait. Which one was which? Which one was which?
The world we never know.
Please tell me they were both kids. I don't want to deal with, like, fucking... dinosaur statutory.
Well,
you're the one that picked.
You're gonna have to.
Sarama amazed Hadron with her intelligence, courage, compassion, and quiet inner strength. What is she, like a fucking housewife from a fucking Hallmark movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, her inner strength. However, on this particular morning, Hadron focused on her physical beauty. Even in her mid-40s.
Good job.
Oh, so
she's in her fucking, like, she's fucking 45.
Well, she's
this is a decrepit-ass fucking dinosaur.
She's a man!
Again, by dinosaur aging, I think she'd be a gilf. You know, like anyone with the name Edith. Regardless of age, if you're attractive and have the name Edith, you are a gilf. I'm sorry, Stephanie Meyer, I don't make the rules.
Yikes.
She's the one who named the fucking gender-bent version
I
of Edward
know,
Edith.
I know.
Let's see. Where the fuck? Samara was the Samara. Nope, that's a completely different thing. Let's replace the dinosaur with the girl from the ring. What could go wrong?
I almost tried to make the Grudge noise, and I was like, wait, no, wrong movie.
Yeah, I can make the Grudge noise.
I don't want to hear the Grudge noise. God damn it. I'm hanging up.
Apparently, our dynamic is me making noises that you hate.
Mm-hmm.
And then you saying something about my ass. What? Is this about the accent? Is this about the accent, Jess?
No,
you and your weird hatred of the Slavs?
She apparently thinks you a flat, no-having-ass motherfucker.
You haven't even...
I mean, your ass is...
Oh.
I mean, it's there, but it's not, like, there.
I mean, when you compare it to my thighs, it's definitely noticeable.
Your fucking thighs are matchsticks, dude.
I mean, wearing those fucking tighter pants when we went hiking and doing, like, fucking comic book cover poses.
Oh, yeah. It was beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, since we're apparently just insulting my body now...
You're welcome.
Yeah, just body shaming me. How nice.
All the hours you tortured me with the Russian accent voice and playing an NPCs purposely with a Russian accent.
Okay, her voice wasn't that way to annoy you. That was just how she was in the first place. It just so happens that you hate the Slavs.
You already knew that beforehand, and it's not that I hate the Slav, I just don't like the tone. Their tone. I have nothing against the people. I am not a racist. Yeah, not a racist.
No, here's the thing. She only hates it when you do it because you don't know how to do it right.
Apparently she just hates Slavic accents.
Fuck up.
What?
Finish your fucking line, you fucking moron.
Well, if you people would stop roasting me.
Look.
Why do you just keep flipping me off?
Read your fucking line and maybe I'll stop.
And stop roasting me for 5 seconds.
No.
I don't know, fucking roast each other or something.
I love her.
Aye. Standing at a safe distance and trying not to look so obvious, Hadron surveyed his mate.
What is she, a
Fucking
building?
cursed line. What's with the safe distance part?
COVID.
Ooh.
Yes. I'm just now imagining a dinosaur biting their lower lip. Like doing the fucking dad-ass meme. What he saw was a very handsome female Parasaurolophus. My brain is fried. Standing before him, not quite 30 feet long and just shy of 4 tons. Sarama was still cut quite a figure with her proud carriage.
That's a dinosaur butt.
I was gonna say, are we talking about dino ass?
Yes.
And graceful movements. He admired how the sunlight played against her dappled bluish-gray skin. Her face was beautiful. Almond-shaped brown eyes, although somewhat careworn, still had the spark of youth. Head crest extended from her forehead, curving back gracefully. Using that head crest to its fullest potential was a talent Sarama discovered at an early age. In fact, she quickly became, as Sarama's grandmother once observed, the loudest little thing in the valley. Ah, yes, she's gotten us nearly killed several times. She's terrible at stealth. And it was a darn good thing that Sarama was known as the Herald of the Herd. On any given occasion, Sarama's blasts could be heard for miles around. However, long ago, the trombone-like bellows were of no use during the Great Fireball. For... It's your line.
Her blast could be what? Heard where?
Heard for miles.
Oh, I see. Let's see. Hadron's reverie was immediately interrupted by his mate's tender touch and a gentle chastisement. Oh, fuck. Gentle chastisement. You shouldn't have allowed me to sleep so late, Hadron. I nearly missed the valley gossip.
What?
She paused, then cocked her head to one side, narrowed her fine brown eyes, and offered her mate a sly smile. And you know how I feel about all that ogling. Just make sure I'm the only female you're ogling.
I don't need dinosaur jealousy. I don't need jealousy in general, really. No, what the fuck?
We're talking about dinosaurs, how to make it bigger.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I didn't need the image of you giving a hug job.
I mean, we can always go back and talk about was it Zane that had found the girl with the Tinder photo next to the elephant's
Oh, yes, the elephant dick.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna bring this up the other way when we had that joke about giant strippers.
You gotta grind them bones to make your bread, girl.
Oh yeah.
Anyways.
I keep missing what's said in the background. So they literally just see like fucking Jess pointing at you and then you face desking.
It's probably best.
It's probably best. Just read your line. Don't worry about what is going on in the background.
The happy couple shared a good-natured laugh, playfully teasing each other. But the levity lasted only for a few fleeting moments. Little Lola continued to babble. You've just been ignoring the child this whole time.
The child saw that weird, ogling flirting going on.
Daddy, why are you making that face?
Oh.
Oh, fuck, I can't do that. My mouth has too much of a fucking natural slant. Also, my fucking overbite.
Naturally set, so it's no problem for me just to be like, ah.
No, that I was thinking the fucking dad ass lip bite thing. That, but less like you're gonna fucking stab someone. That doesn't look like you're scoping out a nice piece of ass. That looks like you're about to have a fucking breakdown. Stop threatening to stab me. Hey.
I'm gonna stab you with my meat knife.
No, we don't talk about that.
No.
Are we talking about what I said to your roommate? When I threatened to bite his dick off.
I thought you meant the Among Us random who's sticking his meat.
Have you... No, do not stab me in the dick.
No, this was a rando.
No.
That
When we were playing Among Us, there was this rando who was talking about trying to stab people with his meat. And,
okay.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, because I don't know if you've been told about this, Jess, but when I first met Ichi-Tan's roommate, one of the things he said to me is, I'm going to stab you in the face with my meat knife. I responded, I'm going to stab you in the meat with my face knives.
And they've been pretty good friends ever since.
I mean, we don't really talk much. We only really talk when you're involved.
Don't get along. Like, immediately fucking got along enough where he's like, oh, he needs to live with us for a bit, sure, fucking.
I'm gonna say it, if I move over there, I am not doing fucking food industry. I am finding something else.
There's actually a lot of good opportunities here.
Main thing is I'm gonna have to get myself a car first.
Yeah, you get that
Unless I'm
license.
footing your gas bill. I got the license, technically, I just don't have the car.
Well, I mean, I don't mind. Yeah, I mean, if you foot the gas bill, look, you know my tool?
Yeah,
like grass, ass, or gas.
Like the whole... Yeah, it was gonna be one of those two. Like, it was gonna be one or two of those. But... honestly, like, the only reason why you giving me rides would be viable right now would just... Oh, you fucking threw her for a loop this time!
Yeah, she fucking threw me under the bus. Because you were like, you had to do one of those two things, and I was like...
and she's just fucking parrying it in the background.
So she was parrying it in the background and, like, totally ratting me out.
But yeah, because, like, the whole thing is that the only reason why you giving me rides would work right now is just because of your, like, issues finding employment right now.
Pain in the fucking ass, man.
Yeah, I know.
But I might have opportunities come up, so...
Yeah. Granted, if I manage to find a place within walking distance, which for me could be quite a ways. Like, I'll fucking walk 10K out of boredom, so...
Well, we actually live really close to, like, 3 grocery stores, 2 Dollar Generals, and a couple of fast food joints, so... But you said you don't really want to do
food in general.
Anymore.
You can do retail. I've done.
Yeah,
I never did food. I only do retail.
It's a pain in the ass.
Retail sucks, but
and not the good kind.
If I had to rank the two, I'd rather do retail than do food.
He's disappeared. I guess this means it's over and I can leave now.
Okay, see ya. Bye, Llytic.
Did it work?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm back.
Oh, you just
Damn it.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I mean, welcome back.
Hi.
Okay, there we go. I can see you again. Yeah, I can see your lovely face. Hi, Jess.
Oh.
I'm sorry, you expect me to say that kind of thing to someone who's taken. Hey! I saw... fucking insulting my chin.
I mean...
it's one of my strongest features.
Hardest?
Second hardest.
It's harder than something else.
We're not going to talk about what happened in the canyon. Look, we found a cave. We spent some.
On the cave, we entered the cave, moved around.
Might really hope that no one takes a black light into the cave. There might be some new graffiti. Less permanent.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, fuck. We're just getting more and more cursed as this goes on. Let's see. Where the fuck was I? Oh, right, the child.
The child was
Sarama
babbling.
turned to her youngest and gently asked, "What is it, Hula?" Hadron shook his head, took his mate aside, and drew her attention to the surrounding countryside. This kid is never going to get acknowledged. What is it? No, we're going over here. Ignore the child. I get the feeling that, like, all of their children suffer, like, symptoms of neglect.
Yeah,
shit. That... anyway. He seemed uneasy as he surveyed the entire grounds.
Something isn't quite right. Sarama, take a look around. What do you
And now
see?
for something completely different.
Sarama's eyes narrowed as she quickly scanned the lake's perimeter, the valley, and the mountains. As far as she was concerned, it was just another peaceful morning in the nesting grounds. Not a thing out of place. There was the usual mix of animals eating, drinking, bathing, and tending to the young. Large numbers of iguanodons, the horn-faced styracosaurs, the lanky gallimimus, furry lemurs, all together as a solid community.
Why was Gallimimus not plural?
It didn't take Sarama long to surmise that on this particular morning something was wrong. The ordinary placid morning routine had been interrupted by emergency. Sarama could have kicked herself for missing the obvious, and by many animals scattered in search of a beloved member of the community.
She turned to Hadron explaining, "Why did I notice it right away? Where is Baleen? You know, the 40-foot tall, like, Brachiosaurus. How did I lose track of that?" How did giraffes sleep?
Very carefully.
Well, like, the blood pressure for the neck, they can't, like, lay their head down.
I don't know.
I'm looking up giraffe sleeping because that's the, like, my immediate thing is, like, how, what would she be like when she's sleeping? Like, it would have to be similar to a giraffe, right?
I don't know.
Giraffe sleeping. Oh, this is the cutest. I am sending a picture.
Oh.
Are you Googling it?
You can send the picture.
Okay. Like, if you're, I didn't know if you were Googling it too, because... Look at this.
Yeah, it's nice.
That is cute as fuck.
I
feel like you're belittling.
I'm tired.
Same. I wanted to start this earlier. Then, like, an hour-long conversation between 4 people happened.
Read your line.
I did. It's your line. I read my line.
Little Ola jumped about, stamped her feet, and said in a decidedly exasperated voice, "That's what I've been trying to tell you, Mama. Baleen is missing. They're looking all over for her." Hadron quailed his daughter with a disapproving look and scolded, "Ola, you know better than to behave in such a manner."
These are terrible parents.
Very terrible parents. But Sarama, keenly aware that an emergency situation was at hand, gently said to her maid, "I'm sure Ola didn't mean such rudeness." Then, looking at Ola rather sternly yet lovingly, "And I'm sure she will never indulge in such behavior again. However..."
Is Hadron, like, abusive? That's a weird line.
It is a weird line. Little Ola, her eyes cast downward in apology, began a timid, "I'm sorry, Mama and Papa," just as 2 figures approached the lake. It was old Ima, accompanied by the lemur WAWR. Ima, the aged styracosaur, ambled painfully and slowly toward the lake. WAWR, the lemur patriarch, perched upon Ima's crest, acting as a navigator. The old girl moved far slower than in previous years, but that was expected in her advancing years. Sarama heard her name called as soon as the pair approached. "Hadron, Sarama, hell over there, we need your help," called out WAWR. Ima's face was a very picture of concern and grief. Her best friend was missing, and everyone was presently and frantically searching. "She's been gone all morning," said Ima tearfully. The last time I saw her was late last night. She said she couldn't sleep, and The elderly lemur gently patted his friend's head, saying there was nothing to worry about. We'll find her, Ima. But his eyes conveyed the worst possible outcome. Hadron and Sarama couldn't believe this, and Sarama felt a flash coming on. That sudden, almost unsettling gift she discovered ever since childhood, when she first met a certain brachiosaur named Baleen. She had the same premonitions just before the fireball, and felt it just again before Aladar joined the herd.
I need to know. Who's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna write a fucking dinosaur fanfiction.
Yeah.
And their first thought is, let's make them psychic.
I don't know. But I started reading it in What's-His-Face's voice, and, yeah.
Whose voice?
The guy. Number 13.
Number
Foot
15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want on your Burger King burger, someone else's foot fungus. Do I need to give an NPC that voice at some point?
Yes, exactly.
Hi, what would you like to buy?
Cute.
I come from a long line of blacksmiths. I can make you some pretty decent weapons or armor.
Fuck you.
Read
Fuck you. How much more independent and much more sassy and much more, like, chill as long as you don't judge her. If you judge her, she hates you and wants to burn your guts.
That sounds incredibly violent. I love it.
Okay, I have done nothing to Scarlet that wasn't a part of the story.
I mean, we had Scarlet literally rage at this Ankus clan and burn and boil the living water well thing.
We also had her get upset at a lizard man for insulting a different party member.
Yes.
The lizard man called the snake dude a freak, and Scarlet got upset.
You're a freak.
Yes, but I'm your freak. She reeled a bit, and Hadron noticed this as he inquired. Sarama, those visions again?
What the fuck was that voice? She shook her head.
This is how Hadron speaks now.
Shut the fuck up. She shook her head and turned to face Yar and Ima. No, Baleen is alive, for it is not her time.
The last thing you'd want in your dinosaur fanfiction, psychic powers.
Oh my god.
But according to this fanfiction, posted on crazedwriter.tripod.com, that might just be what you get.
Read your fucking line.
I'm sorry, part of this is that we are supposed to give commentary. But instead of that, we've just been roasting me.
You're welcome.
If you don't want to be roasted anymore, read your damn line.
Do you really? Again, if you really want me to shut up, I can.
This is a fact that for some reason I've just been getting singled out for bullying among the friend group recently.
That's because that's how I show that I care for you. I bully.
I thought you were about to say that's because you're a shit person. I was like, fucking hell.
No, I roast people, but I'm not that mean. I'm not that mean.
Alright. Now it finally dawned on Emo that what Sarama said may be true. Ema knew about the Parasaurolophus family for years. She and Sarama's grandmother had been the best of friends. Adal is the family matriarch and blessed with the gift of foreshadowing.
Oh no. What is this?
That is a terrible way of phrasing that she can see the future.
Yes.
Sadly, during the migration before the fireball, Ada met a violent end in the jaws of a Carnotaur. This she had foreseen and assured her family that Sarama had shared this gift. Ema also recalled those idyllic days of long ago, when Sarama was a mere hatchling, Hi, Ichi-Tan.
Mere hatchling.
You missed that apparently Sarama's grandmother was blessed with the gift of foreshadowing.
Oh, I see.
Which... Also, when you came back in, I tried to read what was on your shirt, but I couldn't see the last line.
Oh, it says, but
because it was under your boobs.
Yeah, it says, but first equality, and then equality is written in rainbow.
I saw the rainbow text, and I was like, okay, what does that say? I can't see because it's covered by your boobs.
Good.
No, it makes it hard to read. Trying to read, and you're just covering everything. Covering the text. Let's see, where the fuck was I? Ima also recalled those idyllic days of long ago when Sarama was a mere hatchling, and how, in this same place, Sarama began to develop her prophetic talents. And apparently we're just calling those foresight and foreshadowing, because, yep, that's a good name for that. Why are you threatening me so much? Am I supposed to crack you open and take a sip? Anyway. See how that can get construed. One time, not long after Aladar led the herd to the nesting grounds those few years ago, Sarama shared with Baleen and Ima a vision so frightening, so unsettling that she made them swear to tell no one. My visions are seldom off target, Ima, but this one, we can't ever share it. Our time here will be remembered, but at what price? This place, our nesting grounds, will be no more. Curious structures dotting the landscape, and I see strange creatures exhuming our parents' remains, but why? It is the Darby drug trip.
It is the Darby drug trip.
What?
Indeed. It was a frightening vision. Yet Sarama assured them that this will come to pass long after we have gone.
What did these strange creatures look like? Like the lemurs, but bigger and hairless.
With bigger boobs.
Would dinosaurs even have a concept of boobs? Like an understanding of the concept of boobs?
Bigger mammary glands. I don't fucking know.
Where are those on a lemur? Are they the same places like all primates? Or?
I don't know. Why don't you go ask a lemur?
I don't want to think about lemur tits. That's gonna fucking ruin Zaboomafoo for me.
Zaboomafoo was a man. But
it wouldn't surprise me if
ruin his granddaughter for you.
It wouldn't surprise me because it was Zaboomafoo was the puppet, but also they had like a live action actual lemur that would play Zaboomafoo whenever Zaboomafoo wasn't like able to talk.
Yeah, and
it wouldn't surprise me if that one was played by like a female lemur.
No, it was played by a male lemur.
Was it? Okay, because I know with like male dogs and such, they'll have them.
That are still alive, and she's absolutely adorable.
Oh. Well, I know that like with male dogs and such, they'll sometimes have them be played by female dogs.
Well, yeah, because you don't really want to see a dog's.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you do, get help.
Get so much help.
Get a lot of fucking help. Fuck.
Or
anyway. Hadron asked Yar, "Do you need extra heads in the search?" The elderly lemur shook his head. "No, good friend, that won't be necessary. Aladar and Nira are already organized a search party. Plio, Zini, and Suri joined them. We've been asked to stay here. Watch over the little one."
Suddenly, Ola darted out from behind her mother and past the adults and gathered at the lake. She paused to look at the cave's entrance in the distance. 2 figures disappeared inside the cave. Remembering her manners, she returned to her mother's side and quietly asked, "Why are Nira and Plio going into that cave, Mama? Is Baleen in there?
Again, like, the way this child is treated makes me very uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Sarama cast her eyes towards the cave. Her inner voice told her that everything was not so bleak. Instead, she bent down to Ola. Ola, my child, gather our family around, for there is something I need to tell everyone. Both Yar and Hadron's expressions registered marked puzzlement. What was that sentence? Registered marked puzzlement.
Mm-mm.
That is a very awkward way to say they both appeared confused.
Mm-hmm.
Or they were both visibly confused.
Mm-hmm.
Registered marked puzzlement.
Mm-hmm.
That is awful. Even Ima couldn't quite understand. Child. And I'm only calling you child because you're not quite half my age. How is this Styracosaurus still alive? Like, this would be like if, like, in a Warriors story, it was mentioned that one of the cats was in their fucking 70s. Not quite half my age would imply that this Styracosaurus is at least 90.
Mm-hmm.
If this Parasaurolophus is, like, 45, that, like...
Mm-hmm.
Quite the look you're giving me.
Mm-hmm.
Always judging.
A little bit.
I know the promises you made to your mother after Ada's death. And I know, even after all these years, you're still hurting over Dolly and your mother. But, honey, it happened so fast that there wasn't a thing you could have done. Remember what Ada said about there being something out there more powerful than all of us? Are these dinosaurs gonna discover God?
Yes.
No!
That is the true extinction.
I mean, he does have a habit of trying to do that. Dionysus all the way. I mean, hell, before Dionysus got adopted by, like, the city of Athens, like, he was primarily a god worshipped by women, slaves, and, like, the homeless.
You're welcome.
What I'm saying is he was a god of the people.
I don't know what you want me to say. Just finish your line. I'm fading.
Just a little bit of back and forth. Alright, fine. I get to talk to you once a week.
That's your own damn.
Like you ever initiate.
Don't give me that, because I try to message you and then I hear nothing from you.
Yeah, because you always message me while I'm at work. Anyway, hi Jess.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just uncalled for.
Whenever I message you and you never respond within
Oh,
days.
you're getting called out.
But when you message me, I immediately respond back to you.
You're getting called the fuck out, boy.
Oh, okay, one of those is a psychological issue for me. Say that right now.
I'm psychologically traumatizing to you. Thanks.
I'm not saying it's you specifically. It's saying that if I am not I'm saying that if I am not actively dealing with conversation, then my mind just drifts because I hyper focus on different things. Don't even get me started on the time you two started DMing me at the same time.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're saying.
Well, I don't think I've ever actually done that. I wasn't. If I did do that,
I didn't mention it to you. I mentioned it to Jess. I was like, yeah, I'm also kind of in the middle of another conversation right now.
What are you talking
I think you're lying.
about? I think it's
Fuck.
good.
Oh, that tasted awful.
Good.
I'm dying.
I feel like, honestly, if Llytic was here now, he'd punch me.
Why would I punch people?
He's not that
Quote
violent.
unquote punch, as in like a.
No, he wouldn't even do that. He'd just be like, meh. And then do a weird, like, cryptid thing, and like in one step, just manage to like get on top of be on the top bunk of my bed with no issue. Just be like, this is where
I could fucking vault onto that bunk.
You could. Man, it's fucking disturbing shit.
I got some long ass arms, but I'm gonna say it right now. For the most part, I fucking hate touching people. So
yeah, he does.
So if I'm willing to cuddle with you, it means you mean a lot to me. Hear that, Ichi-Tan?
Wiggle fingers. Ooh,
spooky touch.
He's getting bullied. I keep fucking losing my line.
Aww.
Even I remember her words all the while Kron pushed us beyond all endurance. Ela paused to gather her thoughts and to help get her mind off the current worries. Then, somehow I suspected that Aladar was sent to us. Ada always said there would be someone who would change the old ways and usher in the new. Sarama. Honey? Why does everyone always trail off in your stories?
The Parasaurolophus had already separated herself from her company. She made tracks towards the cave, then suddenly stopped. She closed her eyes, as if to conjure another vision. Within seconds, she returned to the others, trumpeting and bellowing boisterously.
She can do it on command?
Mm-hmm.
That seems a bit OP. This isn't how Not So Raven. This isn't the canon of Not So Raven at all. They found her. Baleen has been found.
Well then. Meanwhile, in the cave. Dun dun dun.
Cleo entered first, followed by Nira. It was a gamble, but there was an outside chance that the elderly Brachiosaur could be here. But why Cleo? Asked Nira as she ducked under low-hanging stalagmites. Stalagmite. Wait. That's the wrong one. Stalagmites are on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Stalactites are on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be a low-hanging stalagmite.
Mm-hmm.
Why would she come here? Cleo, the Lemur clan matriarch, knew perfectly well why Baleen would return to this cave. To die somewhere alone from everyone.
Well, shit.
It was here that where Baleen finally came into her own self-discovery. It was here where Baleen, relying on brute force and the will to live, broke through to the other side, exposing an alternative route to the nesting grounds. Cleo's thoughts were suddenly interrupted by Nira's calling. Cleo, go tell the others that I found Baleen. She then returned to the enormous figure standing in the distant shadows of the cave's exit. How did you miss that? Then she said to Cleo, tell them I have things in hand, and not to worry.
But everything is not quite right. I can tell by the way she stands there, as if she's encountered something unnerving.
Who's narrating that part? What?
I don't know, but it's unnerving.
Coming up, bittersweet memories for Sarama. Nira makes a discovery. A life remembered. Oh my... I just saw at the bottom. Did you see that at the bottom? Copyright 2000 by Sarama.
Wow.
She put it as, like, she put it in quotation marks, but she put her OC name as who it was copyrighted by. Holy shit.
Somebody's a little special.
I don't think we're allowed to say that anyway. So we're going to leave this session because it has been an hour and 15 minutes.
Damn right it has.
Just about. Let's see. Special thank you to Summer Moon Soldier and Destiny Baird for supporting us on Patreon. If you like what we do and like supporting us support us in any way, consider going down to that link in the description and pledging any amount of money you want. Every little bit helps. Barring that, you can do the usual YouTube bullshit. You know, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. You've probably been here on the site for a while.
Pledge money and I'll slap Llytic.
Yeah, she'll record it. It's gonna be posted to our OnlyFans. Our OnlyFans is just several videos of her hitting me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
Anyway.
Various items. So
yeah, you'll finally get to see my face. Covered in bruises.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, as stated previously, I'm Llytic.
I'm Ichi-Tan.
Person in the background that you can't see but have heard occasionally insulting me is Jess. Wow, I don't even get a middle finger for that one.
You get eyebrow waves for that one. Oh,
no, I get two.
There it is.
This is What Are We Reading? Yeah, see you next time.